On this Take in Baja Wineumentary miniseries, Josh visits Vinos Pijoan in Rancho San Marcos, Baja California, Mexico. On this episode, Pau, owner of Vinos Pijoan, sits down with Josh to further discuss Vinos Pijoan and to tell us a little more about how he got started as a winemaker.
Pau, thank you so much for the tour and the tasting. Absolute incredible wines you have. And they have a lot of finesse as well, which is something you, a lot of times out here, you don't get the finesse style of winemaking, which I find very interesting in your style.
Well, I make wines that are the wines that I like to drink. As I said before, it's not to win competitions, it's not to get 100 points. I don't go into competitions, I don't send my wines to be evaluated by no one. Right. Mostly because these sort of wines, which are really, I'm very successful in my winemaking and in the sales process. But they're wines that are not bold reds, which are the ones.
You can never please everybody.
That's right.
So you might as well please yourself, and you make wine that you like to drink, which is very important.
As I said before, the family series, each wine represents what I think of the woman that it has. So the white is my youngest daughter, which is blonde, which is very energetic, very okay. And Paula, which is the young red, also has a character of youth and so on. Domenica is more settled down. She's a psychologist, so I need to make a wine that's more settled down, more up to her.
Right.
And obviously the wife, it's a more complex thing. We've been married for 40 years. We had our 40th anniversary this last 2017.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Cheers to that.
Thank you very much. So why did I start making wines?
Yes.
It's a midlife crisis.
Oh,
midlife crisis, yes.
What a career to start in a midlife crisis.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a veterinarian. I worked as a researcher in veterinary science. I'm a pathologist, a veterinary pathologist and reproductive endocrinologist. So I worked for 40 years as a vet, as a researcher, and I was really fed up with that thing.
Okay.
After a while, you start your hobbies. The hobby I tried was making wine, which I tried to do in England when I was working my PhD. We did wines with tins of concentrate of grape juice, which were terrible. And then I made the first barrel in 99. So
1999 was your first barrel?
1999, yes. And to my surprise, it came very good. I've got some bottles of that wine, and they're not very good. They were really bad, but I thought they were very good. So after that, I've been making wine every year. It's become my passion, now business, if you can call this a business.
Right.
And life for me has been very kind because I did two different things, totally different. I was very successful as a researcher.
Yeah, but
and
this
then,
is on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Totally different, yeah.
And you are quite successful in winemaking,
I think so. I'm not and I always say I'm not an enologist, although I've studied an awful lot about enology. The background I had in veterinary science helped me because I know microbiology and I know biochemistry, which are handy for making wine. So, if you have a midlife crisis, try something else.
Try something else. I can't thank you enough for this experience. It's been a wonderful experience with these beautiful views at your winery and the beautiful just wines with finesse that you make.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. And your story is very intriguing as well. What are your hours of operation?
We're open 7 days a week, from 11 till 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We have tastings open to the public. In small groups, there's no appointment necessary.
Okay.
If it's a group larger than 10, yes, we would prefer to have an appointment because we need to be prepared with the glasses and everything.
Correct.
Our prices range from 160 pesos, which is around $8 for the basic tasting, which is 5 wines, or 4 or 5 wines.
Okay.
And the premium tasting, if you can call it like that, it's 260 pesos. That's about $16, something in that range, which it will be also 5 or 6 wines, but they'll be our premium wines.
The premium line, okay.
And we have a restaurant open for tapas, small foods, finger foods, from March till about November.
Okay.
Okay.
So a seasonal pop-up restaurant.
That's right. Yeah, it's a seasonal thing. It's not very complex food that will pair very well with the wines. So there are some major dishes if you want to stay and eat, but it's mainly that you have a good time, enjoyable time. You're right in front of the vineyard. In a day like today, it's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful day.
If not, we have air conditioning inside and no problem.
Little something for everybody.
That's right.
Excellent, pal. Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Josh,
this experience.
thank you so much.
And guys, come out, visit Vinos Pijoan. It's right here in the Valle de Guadalupe, Baja California. I'm telling you.
And salud. Salud with this rosé.
You're missing out if you haven't been here yet.
That's right. Thank you.
All right, guys. And once again, this is Josh, challenging you to take in and take on Baja.
Thanks for watching this Take in Baja Wineumentary miniseries on Vinos Pijoan. Subscribe now to take in and take on Baja.